Hi Titans, today we're going to be finishing up our Illustrator project. So I wanted to show you first how to make your patterns, how to put them in your swatches. So we're going to go to Illustrator and go to our line and shape patterns. You can see mine here. Alright, so to get our Pathfinder, we just go to Window, Pathfinder, and this comes up. So the first thing we have to do is remove the background, because unless you definitely want that color as your background, it gives you more options to remove it. So I'm going to remove it with my selection tool. And then I'm going to select my entire pattern. Now, I just want you to notice really quick that when I was designing this pattern, I was smart enough to make my Mickey Mouse heads, go over the edge here and do the same thing on this side so that they overlap when I repeat them. However, I didn't think about how they're going to link. So when I made them red and yellow stripes like this yellow one is actually going to be next to this yellow one, unfortunately. So it kind of makes a different pattern than I originally expected, but now that I see that, I'm aware that it's going to happen. I think it'll make something more interesting than just stripes, however, so it's going to be hopefully a good thing. So the next step is to go over to our merge button. You have to be really careful not to choose the icons that are not the ones that I'm telling you to choose, because they each do different things, and some of them might not even be noticeable, but some of them can make it so the next steps don't work. So make sure that you find the one that says merge, and you could do that by just hovering over any of them to find out what they are called. So this is the one for merge, and that's the one that you should click. So this is the merge one, so I'm merging all of these now, and you can see there was a minor change. Now I'm going to Command G them to group them, and now they're all one group. And then I'm just going to use my selection tool and drag them right into my swatches here. So there they are. So now I'm going to go to a different area of my page just to test if it worked. I'm going to create a star. I'm going to randomly pick a shape, and here's my star. Now if I click this as my fill, you'll see that it worked. Now, the reason that I told you to keep it so that it's clear is if I were to take my star and Alt-click it and then make it whatever color I want, let's go back to that blue just for the sake of argument here, and replace it perfectly, and then Object send it to back, it'll make it so that I could now put any background color into it. So that's my pattern, and as you can see, the two yellows are together, and it does make an interesting pattern, a little bit more interesting than just solid straight diagonal lines. So that is the way you can create patterns in Illustrator. So now I have both my drawing. This was my test pattern that I used with Illustrator inclusive patterns, but now I want to create mine with patterns that I created myself. So I can just go here. I have my patterns open on a different tab. So what I want to do is take this that I have here, and it's already grouped, and I could just move this tab down and bring it in. I'm going to bring it into the side here. Now I can bring this over to my swatches over here and dump it in there. I'm not sure where it went, so I'm going to make sure to bring it right to the bottom now, because I have tons of other patterns that I've used in here. And now I can grab my castle, scroll all the way down here, and click this. And then you can see my castle now has my Mickey Mouse logos on it. I'm going to do what I did before and Alt-click it, make a duplicate of my castle. And then I'm going to color that any blue, really, and then put it exactly over the other one, and I could send it to back. Okay, it looks like it's exactly over. Object arrange, send it back. Okay, and that's how I'm going to color my entire drawing of patterns. The only thing that you want to do last probably is after you fill everything in, you might have to rearrange them by going to Object arrange. And for example, if I need this shape to come in front of the castle, I can go to Object arrange, bring to front. And that tree will come in front of the castle like it does here. But that's pretty much how you finish up this project. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope your patterns came out good, and I hope it prepares you for making vector art in the future.